Eileen, you're not spotlighted.
Okay.
So I want to welcome everybody to the meditation Minyan today. It is June 20th, and we are going to be focusing on the summer solstice and what it can mean in our lives, what it does mean in our lives, and looking at it through a Jewish lens. So I hope everybody will, first of all, just relax, take some deep breaths, get your feet planted firmly on the ground, on the earth that's at a particular place in its orbit right now. And take in the light all around you. It's not a particularly sunny day right now, but the sun is still out in all its force, and it's going to be here for a long time today, whether it's behind the clouds or whether it is showing its full face. And take in the light wherever you see it. Take it in from the windows that may be around you, or if you're outside, the direct sunlight or the sunlight reflecting on leaves or on flowers around you. Really breathe it in. We talk a lot about light in Judaism. We talk about the importance of light in our lives, that at nighttime, we see the stars. Hopefully everybody has been someplace in your lives where you can really see the stars. I have a vision of being in Hawaii at 3 a.m. on a dark road and pulling over to the side and seeing more stars than I could ever imagine. So I hope everybody gets away from the lights of the cities and towns and suburbs at some point to just take in the stars. And we are, of course, as Jews, we were blessed to be as numerous as the stars in the sky. Judaism also commands us to have an eternal light over the Torah, over our sacred scrolls, a light that is always shining. And we at Adarim are so blessed to have that beautiful light created by the artist Claude Rendell. And that Ner Tamid, he created with a holy purpose. His grandfather had been a Jew in the middle of Kristallnacht, the night of broken glass. And Claude then made it his life's work to put glass back together, to put the pieces back together. And we have a beautiful Ner Tamid that he created, which from the bottom is dark and moves to light at the top. Of course, candles as a light are so significant in Judaism. We light them for Shabbat, we light them for holidays. And they, even in our darkest moments, as the light is fading, they lighten our room, they lighten our hearts. At Hanukkah, we choose to light candles starting with 1 and increasing them to 8. And that there's a purpose to that. It was not from 8 down to 1, but to increase the light each day, each night, to build on the light from the night before, and to, on the last joyous night of Hanukkah, have the most lights. For those of us who were part of the Adarim Hanukkah celebrations that were held outside in those dark days of the pandemic when we weren't meeting inside, it was really very powerful to get together. There were times where, particularly that first one was probably December 2020, we really weren't meeting much. We weren't seeing much of each other. And there we were together as a community, and we had a communal candle lighting. It was indeed very powerful to light up the night. So it brings us back to this summer solstice, to the days of, we have a few more days where we're going to get a little bit more light each day. How do we use this light, this gift? Does it energize us? Does it give us more energy to do more things during the day because it's light out longer? Does it deplete us? When we were not Australia, when we were in Alaska with friends years ago who lived there, and they were taking us all around, and one night we went fishing in the Kenai Peninsula with them, and we're catching fish, and we had gone with our friend after work, and we thought, well, it's probably about 8 or 9 o'clock by now. Well, it was 1 a.m, but the light had energized us to such an extent that we weren't tired. And yet our friends said that by the end of summer, by Labor Day, when it's darker and it starts to snow there and the tourists stop coming and their days are shorter, they all go, phew, thank God, because they are completely depleted from just enjoying every minute of the sunlight they have. So it can energize us and deplete us at the same time. What does this light, this lengthening of days bring us that we see so vividly? Well, it's the flowers that are blooming from the light. We had a good rainy spring, although we haven't had much now, but the flowers are just magnificent around us. And when it's combined with rain, we have this lush greenery. I know when our son visits from California, sometimes he says he's reminded how lush it can be here in this climate that we have. We often complain about the humidity, but it brings us such beauty when combined with sun. And let us not forget that the sun is bringing heat. For some people, this is the time of year they look forward to all year, to just be really hot, love to be in the sun. My husband is one of those people. I'm more of a shade kind of person, but I still love that feeling of the sun on my face, and this natural light warming me up. I love this time of year. So let's think as we meditate, how can we take in the light that's all around us in such a positive way? How can we use it to help us perhaps be more energized if that's what we want, or perhaps just relax into the light that is given us to enjoy what's all around us? How can we share it? We've often talked in these meditations about our inner light. Can we take in some of this light from outside and then shine it to others, share it with others? We know we're about to hit the longest day in a few days, and then the days are going to start to shorten. What does that mean to us? Does it mean that we have taken in all we can and now we're ready to relax a little bit, get a little shorter? Or could we say these whole few months are, the days are so long, we can just enjoy each one of them for what they are? So let's think and meditate a while about how we can take in the light, what it can do for us, how we can shine the light outward, what it can mean to those around us if we're sharing the light that we have. What do these long days mean to us right now? We have about 15 minutes where we can meditate. We're going to do a little bit longer, and then we'll talk at 12:30. So enjoy your meditation time. Okay, if everybody wants to start bringing your attention back into the room. Take a deep breath. Wiggle your hands and feet a little. I hope everybody enjoyed a meditation on light, how we can bring more light into our lives and how we can share that light with others. Happy summer solstice. Happy summer.